Yeah. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Two things: patience, public speaking. Patience and public speaking go hand in hand. All right. Well, let me not say it like that. Patience when you're dealing with kids, because I'm talking specifically about dealing with kids. But the two things I want to discuss with you guys today on today's Move Swiftly thought is the element of patience, and then the importance of developing as public speakers, of teaching public speaking, making public speaking something that's required for kids at a certain age, at a younger age, seeing in this world that we live in where the things go viral, the internet is not going anywhere, the world that they're forced to grow up in. I believe public speaking needs to start being required amongst all elementary schools. All right. So for those of you guys who do not know, I do teach at a charter elementary school. The grades are K through 5. All right. And yesterday, the name of the school is the Center for Creative Education. And yesterday, there was a school-wide project in which the kids had to design their own playgrounds. As a class, each one of the classes had to design their own playgrounds. And when they were through designing the playgrounds, they were to present the playgrounds. To the entire school. Now, I work with pretty much everyone, but for the majority of my time, I'm working with the second graders, right? And I don't mind saying this here. I believe we had the best project in the entire school. Straight up, we did. All right, we had the best project in the entire school, and I'll say it boldly. I don't care who's listening. So when it came time to present, there was a lot of drama. You know, this is a class filled with mostly little girls, right? So there was a ton of drama about who gonna speak, who gonna do this. You know how these younger kids get. You know, it's like, one's Beyonce, who gonna be Kelly. You know, there's all that drama going on. You know, who's leaving Destiny's Child, the whole thing, right? So we chose for someone to speak, and then the other girl had a meltdown, like an actual meltdown. The one who didn't get chosen to speak publicly to the class or whatever, or to the entire school to present the playground or whatever, she had a meltdown. I mean, just mad, screaming, crying, just throwing a temper tantrum, right? So we get to the actual presentation, and the girl that we chose to speak about the playground, she completely freezes up, doesn't want to say anything. And then the girl who had the meltdown, we asked her, we gave her the mic, we was like, all right, you want to speak now? Here's your opportunity. And she decided she didn't want to speak. So the whole presentation of it was one of those things where it's like, yo, there's one thing we have to improve. It's the public speaking. Now, the reason I bring up patience is because the teacher, not only myself, but another teacher I work with, Miss Santiago, she and I had to be incredibly patient with how this young girl reacted, all right? The whole range of emotions, all right? So first and foremost, you're upset that you don't get to speak. Now you get your opportunity to speak, and all of a sudden you freeze up. So understand the importance of being patient when you're raising young kids, and then also making sure we understand the importance of developing our young kings and queens into public speakers. It is the most important thing you can develop in this time. I mean, there's tons of opportunities like the one I have right now to talk to you guys freely, free flowing after a run every single day. Tons of opportunities if you develop and you get out of that fear of public speaking. There is an incredible amount of opportunities for the next generation, but it's important that, number one, we make sure we emphasize, we make sure we teach it, we teach it the right way. We tell people the importance of it, but also making sure we're patient with our young kids, because you don't know what these kids are going through and what might be going on in the home and all those kinds of things. All right. Quick message today. Hopefully you guys can take it into consideration that, there may be people who may not be aged as kids, but who need to hear this message as adults, because you're trying to get that job. You're trying to, promote yourself. If you land that interview, you got to develop as a speaker, all those kinds of things. So you may not be a child by your age, but you're a child in terms of the kinds of things I'm talking about today. All right. Dive deeper into my world. Main website, makeyamove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.